Hi there, I'm Afif. Let's learn about animal conflicts in aggression. Definition of aggression. Aggression is defined as predatory behavior in which the animal that is attacked is eaten in process. Moyer said that behavior that appears to be intended to inflict nauseous, harmful stimulation or destruction to other organisms. Lawrence said that it is a fighting instinct in animals which is directed against members of the same family. Next definition of agonistic behavior. It is a system of behavior patterns with the common function of adjustment to situation of conflicts among conspecifics. There are 7 types of conflicts behavior. The first one is territorial, exclusion of others from some physical space, dominance, control of the behavior of a conspecific as a result of a previous encounters, sexual, use of threats and physical punishment to obtain and retain mates, parental, attacks on intruders when young are present, parent offspring, disciplinary action by parents on offspring, predatory, predation, cannibalism, and anti-predatory, which is the defensive attack by prey on predator. Next, competition for resources. It usually happens when in limited resources such as food, water, mates, and space. Examples are in sea anemone. If polyps of different genetic strain come into contact, they retract their feeding tentacles and produce an inflate acrohagy, which is a tentacle with poison. It can result in the death of one if it does not retreat. There are 2 forms of competition, which is exploitation and interference. Exploitation and the ideal free distribution. Exploitation is referred to the organism passively use up resources. Ideal is it's assumed that animals have accurate and complete information about the distribution of resources. Free is about the individuals that are passive towards each other and free to go whenever they want to exploit the most resources. The interference, competition, and resources defense. Interference usually happen when organisms interact to reduce one another's access to resources. The individuals are not passive and it establish territories and defend resources, which some may be dominant and control the access of others to resources. The examples are in birds, such as sparrows majors, where the younger and less aggressive individuals are excluded from their best habitats and they breed in less suitable habitats. Okay, next we see some of the conflict about physical spaces. The first one is territory, where the area occupied exclusively by an animal or a group and defended by overt aggression or advertisement. Next, home range, which the area used by an animal or a group restricted part of the available habitat and animals learn where resources are within the home range. The third one is about the core area, where the area that is mostly used in the home range, such as the nest, sleeping area, water resources, and food. The last one is personal space, which is the minimum distance an individual keeps between itself and its conspecific. There are 3 factors that determines the size of territory of home range. The first one is the size of the animals. Second one is the resources that being defended. We can see the examples in small mammals and insect eating birds, where the home range is large and includes food supply, courtship, and nesting area. Function of animals' weight and metabolic rate also determined by the relationship between home range and body weight that shows what most vertebrates defend is their food source and energy resources. To demonstrate territoriality, we must show that the individual's mated pair or group has exclusively used some of the spaces and document their defense of the space. We can demonstrate it in territorial animals such as birds, Paris major, and salamander, Plaetodon cinereus. Now, let's see the fitness cost of territoriality. The first one, it will decrease survivorship associated with lower feeding rates. Next, increased chances of injury from fighting, increased predation due to displays, and also decreased productivity output. The question is, when should the animals become territorial or establish a territory? It depends on the economic dependability. When the costs such as the energy expenditure, risk of injury are overweight by benefits, access to resources such as food and meat. In 1976, Carpenter and Macmillan had created territorial model in order to compare the costs and benefits of holding a territory. Carpenter and Macmillan had studied a nectar feeding bird, the Hawaiian honeycreeper Vertiaria coccinea, in the non-breeding season and constructed a model to predict when territorial should occur or should not occur. Let's proceed to the definition of dominance. Dominance is when one animal controls the behavior of the others. The dominance hierarchies. The first hierarchy is when the despot takes over and all others are subordinates. The second hierarchy is a linear hierarchy in crayfish, chicken, and monkeys. The third hierarchy is a triangular relationship, tend to be temporary and relatively uncommon. The fourth hierarchy can be seen in non-human primates, where the third parties may intervene, sometimes supporting the aggressor and sometimes the recipient of aggression. The costs and benefits of dominance. The benefits is well-fed and healthy animals, proven by studies of group-living birds and mammals. However, it will cause subordinates may be malnourished or diseased, thus suffer higher mortality. It also causes low-ranking individuals have higher level of adrenal cortical due to the preparation of the animal for flight or fight response. However, it will also benefit for the high-ranked animals when the food is scarce. This is due to the reproductive success and higher resource availability. Okay, let's see additional info on reconciliation, infanticide, cannibalism, and siblicide. Reconciliation is a special reassuring and appeasing behavior. Infanticide, it will involve the killing of young offspring or infant by a mature animal of the same species. Cannibalism is the killing and eating conspecific. Siblicide is the killing of younger and smaller siblings. Aggression can be caused by internal and external factors. The examples of internal factors are such hormones, neural mechanism, and genetics, where external factors can be learning and experience, pain and frustration, social factors, and sex and hunger. That's all from me about animal conflicts. I hope you learned something new today. See you soon!